Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Spencer Rattler, Part 3, fired up to share it versus Iowa State. The first time they played, this thing goes all the way down to the wire. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. This video is a small sample about what will be available this week over on the Quarterback School Patreon community, the entire game, full game analysis. This video was fun to make. The entire game is even more fun. Get a chance to see one of my favorite offenses, great offensive architecture, outstanding quarterback play, some really splash plays, big plays all over the place, downfield touch throws, quick, elusive pocket movements, beaten cover zero, massive third downs, and then really some head scratchers at the end. And you can see where there's still a little room for improvement and growth, but man, the stage is set for really a special season for Spencer Rattler and the Oklahoma Sooners. Excited to see that growth next fall. Again, as always, if you want to see the entire game, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. As for this one, let's get it going. Spencer Rattler, Part 3. Let's get it here. Tough L, but some really magical plays. Right out of the gate, big post up top. Gets a little kickstand. Beautiful throw. Love a big post down the hash. Absolute dime. Someone kind of at his feet too. Big play action shot. It's not an easy one just because the wide receiver gets kind of jolted off his route. But the thing I love about it from the back end, and really how he throws everything, it's an easy flick. Everything is easy. Smooth, fluid, usually really accurate, all over the place, down the field right here. Again, watch that route up top. So it's just a big post. Right, little 3 safety action all day. Love it in the all blacks. It's basically either an iteration of 0 or that middle field player just not buying it, not getting any sort of depth. I'm going to guess 0 with how that corner's playing. Kind of jumps inside there, up top. Kickstand, left hand, boom. Dumbbell bench press to the chest. Just doesn't believe that he's going to get that, keep going. And it's just a beautiful throw more than anything else. If it wasn't there, run it back. It would be down here to the bottom. Either that 7 or comeback. Probably has that too. So all sorts of time. Just an absolute beautiful throw. Touch, arm strength, downfield accuracy. Lots to like. Play action wise here, get a little confused on our left, their right. You know, really have an opportunity for a pseudo triple team on 58 there. Nice shot by the right tackle coming off onto 34 on the green dog there. But it's 2-on-1 still with the 2 backs, right? I'm not sure about the technique here of the Oklahoma Sooner running backs doing the old sit on the potty fakes. But that's a beautiful throw. Kind of moving off your landmark, flicking it. Nice, easy, down the hash, big post. Love it. Right here, a little 3rd and short. To me, this is an opportunity for a big shot right here with a little insert. Post, not there, get out, flush. Give your guy a shot, high back 5, absolute dime. To me, this is on the receiver. And it's not a drop because he dropped it. It's a drop because he's out of bounds. But I love the design of this. And I'm a big fan of the offense that these guys run, how they integrate the play action, the run game, shots down the field. But there's a lot to like of this play. So first of all, it's 3rd and super short. So we're going to probably go for it on 4th if we don't get it here, which they end up doing. But watch that number 1 receiver up top. He's going to insert into the run, into that kind of, what would it be, the C gap, pseudo C gap. Insert. Now it'd be even better if he tried to block, in my opinion, that middle of the 3 safety types here. So again, he's trying to come insert here. Now if he came up and tried to like quick stock, bluff here, and then go, I think it pops wide open. But this corner does a nice job of being able to kind of sort through this thing, stay over the top. It's not there. The thing to pay attention to is the decision making. Nice little whirly bird, come back here. It's not there. Okay, don't lose your mind. If you're the wide receiver, this is what I tell. It's not wide receiver school, but we're going to go over it right here. You need to run with your feet in the letters when you're on these back 5 throws like this, especially the scramble drill. It's not good enough to just barely touch it. It's usually 2 yards here with these letters. I'm not a groundskeeper, but pretty sure it looks 2 yards-ish to me. So we're going to go, maybe not, 1 yard? I think 2 yards. Either way, feet in the letters. So when your feet are in the letters and you're running, and we throw it high back 5, you go up to jump, You come down, you still get your feet in bounds. So when you're on these scramble drills, it's not good enough to just, oh, I got my feet in the end line. I'm running the end line. Hear people say all the time, run the end line. It's not run the end line. It's run inside the letters or whatever the end zone logo is. So again, you got to use the landmarks on the field. This to me is a beautiful throw. Out of structure, it's not there, right? Neither one of these routes are there. Get out, make a play. He's great at this. Buy time, bail. He's on the 20, throws this thing 30 yards in the air. Perfect strike. Now, where's my man running? He goes mailbox. He's outside the letters a little bit. To me, he never gets totally back in the letters. He gets 1 foot in the letters. I want to see him running in the middle of the tee. So when he goes up to jump, see, he's jumping above the letters. When he goes up to jump, now he's in the white. That's the details. Super nuance. Scramble drill, it will come up for every team, every program, every year. Scramble drill in the end zone, spend some time, get it right. Touchdowns, leaving touchdowns out there. But quarterback-wise, love it. Clean decision-making, not there, save the play caller, bail, give your guy a shot, accurate, downfield. Pretty fun to watch. Right here, big touchdown run. Same drive, 2nd and 5 from the 5. Get to a fast 4 here. A little shallow with a loop whip and a back line. Not there. Athletic, get up, make a play. Again, there are a number of runs in this game where he shows his quickness, agility, kind of almost elusive too. Drop 8, no, protect the ball, get up. Love it. Little Superman action, Jumpman style. Scheme-wise here, big fan of this scheme. To me, this is, first of all, love fast 4. Love fast anything, really. But we're going to go fast 4 here. Usually the defense has to make an adjustment. Sure looks like some iteration of 0, picket fence, red zone, whatever you want to call it. What we get going here is usually a shallow, a back line, stay in the letters, and what I'm used to calling a loop or reverse whip right there. And I'm really trying to get the ball here unless they just totally drop this fast 4. But that's a lot of stress on a defense. Usually trying to high-low this thing right here. If they drive that loop or whip, you can usually put it on the high back 5. But again, drop 8, you're going to have some issues. Drop 8, and you got a quarterback who can run, there's going to be some days to save you. Some plays to save you right here. Tough. Where are you supposed to go with the ball there? Maybe to the back on the swing wide, or you can just go do that. Great athlete. Love the decision making also in the tight red area here. There's the fast 4. All his cleats in the ground, 2 hands on the ball, protect it, get up. Love it. Just such a weapon when you get down in that red area where you can spread it. Here's 3rd and 11. That's probably my favorite throw of the game. 3rd and 11, they're going to heat us up with full 0. We are going to throw it up to the slot up top on an inside fade-ish. The thing I love about it is the fact that he gives his guy a shot. It's 3rd and 11. It's 0. You never want to throw a foul ball here. But how he is able to drift, but not drift too far. And we'll really talk about it here. Just a beautiful job being able to buy just enough time and give your guy a shot. That's hardly a back shoulder. It's underthrown. It's not a perfect ball, but it's excellent execution more than anything else. So watch that slot up top on the hash. Get him. Inside fade. Just give him a shot. It's one-on-one versus a little guy. Go make a play. But this play is really made and created from the backside here with the pass protection and the quarterback footwork. So we're going to get some version of half slide. Okay, we're going to ask, pretty sure the running back to come up. He's going here, so he's offset. We're going to go here, here, here. That's the half slide to the left. Here, here. And then this is quote unquote green dog, where we're going to be hot from. Now, the math that I like to use is when they are 5 yards away. So what would that, where's the ball? Right there. So it would be right there. So we're less than a hitch. So 3 and less than a hitch here. That means we are in a bail mindset. So we need to bail out of here. But it's not as easy as saying, hey, just get it and run backwards. You don't want to do that because these edge guys are going back there. And the tackles are thinking we're going to get enough depth and width to keep them around you. But we're not, at some point, we're going to block them and engage them and allow them to come here. You don't want to be part of 2 trains crashing into each other right there. So you need to bail, but not bail too far. Basically, just bail far enough and fast enough to be able to still get it out. So first, let's watch the back block. Blunt him. Boom. Go get him. See the half slide perfectly? So now the green dog, the guy who has the back, who's head up on the back, he's adding on to the pressure. He does a nice job hitting it with speed, but he doesn't get there fast enough. And you can see Rattler doesn't get enough depth to get hit by those ends either. Just really nice. This is a really well executed 3rd and 11 0 situation. Just love to see this. This is a big time play. Got the arm strength to go make that happen. The football IQ, lots to like. 3rd and 2 here. Another big 3rd down. This time it's a run. He only makes like 7 guys miss here. We get a little spot down here to the bottom and just a little out clear up top. It's not there. 1 guy miss, 2 guy miss, 3 guy miss, 4 guy miss, 5 guys miss. And we get a first down and you protect yourself. Just lots to like. Again, the decision making, the efficiency with the ball, the ability to use your feet. So no, protect the ball. 1 guy miss, 2 guys miss, 3, 4, 5. Love it. That's just such a weapon on offense, and be able to spin it like he does. So again, just pure scheme-wise, what's going on? Normally, you rock this, and they play this play a bunch just in this game. I'm going to call this a spot. People call it a snag, whatever. 7 down here with a little swing or flat. Up here, it's just a quick out, and what's probably a must outside release go. Okay, so whatever the read is, doesn't matter. If you come down here, it's usually going to be some variation of a high-low. So usually high-low in that corner. But again, lots of different options. If it's not there, for whatever reason, nobody knows what the read is unless you're played in Oklahoma and were there that week. It's not there, so you get caught with that flat defender running out up top there. Again, who knows what the hell the coverage is, right? Right there at the snap of the ball. Just birds on a fence. Sort it out. Don't get tricked. Looks like some variation of almost like a Tampa 2 with how they get there with the corners just inverting. Tampa 2 invert. Don't get tricked. Use your athleticism. Just go make 6 people miss and get a first down on 3rd and 2. Again, I just love the football IQ. I love the decision making the vast majority of the time. Now we'll talk about the last play of the game when we get there. But this is 3rd and 2 and we're dropping back. And if it's not clean, he's certainly got the athletic ability to go make these guys miss. You can do drop 8 and have a spy, but you still have to tackle him. It's almost a late shot there too. Next one here. Love the design here. A 3rd and 7. Just massive 3rd downs all over the place. This is what I got to, I'm not certified. Talk to the certified experts here, but this is what I think most air raid people call sluggo. Now, I've never seen it quite done this well with the back, and we'll talk exactly about the X's and O's of this, just because paying attention to what side he's on there. Again, they're in walk up, right? 6-person walk up, then they're going to bail out of there. So we have to be able to block it like we did the last time, versus 3rd and 11. But when they bail, then we get into a special check down seam. I mean, this thing is really a thing of beauty, and the way it's designed is kind of worth talking through all the special elements here. So for me, first thing, we'll talk about the pass pro from the back end. We're talking just X's and O's on the perimeter here. This is a version of smash. We're going to take the middle. I think down here maybe they run it like this. Doesn't matter. It's a version of smash. And then what they do here, I think in the air raid world, they call this a sluggo, where they come in, fake this, and then hit the pipe, hit the middle. Now that in and of itself is a really nice play. But the thing that makes this great, let me take it all off to their little air raid sluggo, versus middle of the field open. Okay, so some variation of open. And we're going to now, the back is going to go from the right side. He's going to check his responsibility in the A gap, shuffle outside the tackle, and then hit the seam here. So it's going to be this sluggo here, and then the seam coming out here. And really what we're doing is we're seeing who's going to carry the vertical of number 2. Okay, so it's not really number 2 because it's kind of the post-snap number 2. So there's the corner. There's that sluggo. So what's happening with this vertical here onto the pipe? Is someone running with him? Because if someone's running with that sluggo, this seam checkdown is going to be wide open. You don't see a whole lot of seam checkdowns, especially from the opposite side of the ball. Yeah, this is why people get reputations for being great offensive architecture. So watch them bail out of there. Again, that Tampa 2 invert just means the corners are playing the half field. C34, run with the vertical of number 2. So he's going to get up there with that sluggo and go, and then that team is going to replace him. Now that's a big ask from number 5, but that is a great concept. Great pass protection too. Drop 8 with a spy. Again, drop 8 with a spy. You either have to be able to tackle him, green dog him, get to him. This does nothing. That's out there playing with 10. That's unfair. That's great design, outstanding execution. So now everybody in the stadium can see where the center's pointing, right? Everybody's pointing to the 23. I'm going to guess that that's where the slide's going to. So the back's going to come across to the opposite A gap here. So again, most important thing for these backs on third down, high-level football. There's your check down. Okay? If he comes, you need to blunt him. If not, we're check, check, check into the seam. I can't tell you how difficult that is. Really nice. But the design of it is great because if you are, I'll say in most offenses, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a defensive guru here with all this match stuff, 3 safety, fun stuff. But when the back is on the opposite side, you're not thinking you're going to get a vertical number 3. So when you go play and match to your 2, you usually will be able to carry that number 2 vertically. Why? Because you're not thinking you're going to get hit with a, all go special from the sniffer here. You're not thinking that the tailback on this side is going to run a vertical on that side. That's the secret sauce. That's the element of this play that is just spectacular. So they go to match him. He runs out of there. And then you replace him. And you can see 9, the spy, the defensive end standing up on the left, can't do anything. No man's land. Just outstanding design. Worth putting it in there for me when you see those types of things come together offensively. Just love to see it. This one, tough. And so as we close this thing out, it gets a little bit tougher. But for me, and again, I don't pretend to have all the answers, but I can tell you that this sure looks like the back should scan across. So they're bringing 5 with 6-person protection. Most 6-person protections will ask the back to scan side to side if their guy doesn't come. So Rattler looks like he has no problems here. And he gets smoked. This is how you do not make it through a season. Boom. Goodness. So again, I don't know whose fault it is. Let's just pretend. So let's play fantasy football here. Real fantasy football. Quarterback-wise, we have 6 people blocking. 5 offensive linemen and the back. Normally, I would guess that the offensive line is going here to these 5 in like a solid protection. The back would then go scan this side, scan this side. Now, that's not always how it is. Let's say most oftentimes the offensive line in this open look would be sliding. These 4 would be going to these 4. The tackle would be on the defensive end, and the back would be on a dual 1 to 2. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it. I don't know which one it is, but I can tell you that this is how you get people seriously hurt right here. This bad ball on a number of different levels. Bad, bad, bad. And you don't want this to be on your film. Now, sure, you can bus drive the back. But man, you'd also like to at least feel it or see it out of your periphery. Whoo! Again, this is a variation of kind of the same play we just saw, just run a little bit differently. I'm not going to go through the details of it because I'm not certified. But really, it's the same high-low, just from a different angle. So they're going to come out here, fake this little hitch, and then they get into this area. I drew it a little sharp. It's usually a little steeper, like a replace idea. So up, settle, in here, almost like a vertical jerk. And then they run this with what I'm used to calling a Texas. A lot of people call it an angle. But at the end of the day, it's just a high-low right here. But, I want him to either throw it to the back or the back to block it. Or I want him to just come down here and throw the hot to 14. But again, I don't pretend to know the hots in this offense, but I can tell you that that is a recipe for disaster. I mean, look at the energy that it brings to their sideline. Seriously, just watch their sideline reaction. Boom. I mean, really change the momentum. But again, to me, should never happen in just about any sound pass protection. This is on the back, the quarterback, or the offensive line. If I had to guess, I would say the back, both the backs, running back and quarterback. 3rd and 12. Okay, we're going to run variation of mesh. Now, this is 0. Okay, we're playing 3 safety stuff. So who the hell knows what they're going to be in? You got to evaluate it post snap. We're running mesh with posts. So for me right here, 3rd and 12, we get some iteration of 0. I would love to throw that post up top, especially with the corner to his ass inside like that. Would love to throw the post. If it's not there and you feel color flash in your face, all right, let's get out of there, make a play. Now, this is special. So we're outside the pocket. He's going to point right there. He's pointing to the mesh guy up top on the 34-yard line far hash. Go take it vertical. He drops an absolute dime from the 45-yard line to the 5. Hits him in the hands, on the move, out of structure, drop. This is the 4th quarter. Big game on the road. Now, I would love to see the post thrown, but it looks like he's looking to the left. So, okay, that happens. It really does. But this right here, this is why people are so high on this cat. This is not like a set your feet, you got all sorts of time. There's 3 dudes closing in on you outside the numbers. Drop it, hand it to him, and he doesn't catch it. I mean, just brutal. Don't come back to the huddle. Go straight to the locker room, grab a shower, see you Monday. Just tough. But man, what a beautiful play to watch. Just an absolute dime. This is the type of stuff, in my opinion, why you see him surge up these draft boards. You could make throws like this and do it consistently down the field, both inside and outside the pocket. But these types of outside the pocket plays, he is running. That's full speed. On the move, throws touch and arm strength. It's just a thing of beauty. It really is. But then you got to talk about it. 73 seconds left here. We're just panicking, trying to play hero ball up top to the number 2. Again, probably a little confused about what the coverage is, what the situation is. Certainly panic. You know, this is to me as an element of hero ball. There's plenty of time to go drive down the field and score. Having some decent success moving the ball, but to basically what I'm going to consider throw this up for grabs. Just got a first down. Can we also talk about the branding here for Iowa State, or the sponsorship deals on their cover the signs for the defensive signal callers? I mean, who's working their external sponsorships? That's outstanding. They need a raise. But man, I mean, what do you... 3 safeties, middle of the field is closed. It's not for sale. Do not throw post. I mean, what is that? What even route is that? Is that supposed to be a seam, a go? Is it supposed to be an inside fade and the guy just takes it inside? But then you can't throw it down the hash. Like, I just don't understand here. We can't throw these types of balls versus middle field closed. Not for sale. That's too easy. That's too easy, and it's a panic, and it's a terrible L. But it's one he's got to learn from. I mean, things like this will happen. You hope they happen in practice, not in these types of games. But, man, that's a bad one to show up. So 2 tough ones there at the end. So that is a wrap. Spencer Rattler, Part 3. Full game drops this week over on the Quarterback School Patreon community. Get over there. Check it out. As always, I appreciate the support. Have a good one. See you next time.